My 2-week-old is not in her sleeper. Her passy is on the floor.
A mother's desperate 911 call from inside this Georgia home, 40 miles southeast of Atlanta.
She's not in her sleeper. She's not here. I've looked everywhere. I've looked.
15-day-old Caliyah McNabb, home just days ago from the hospital, is missing. The 911 operator keeps Caliyah's mother, Courtney Bell, on the phone. Courtney explains that she and the baby's father, Christopher McNabb, just woke up.
Then I told my baby's dad to go check on Caliyah, and then he's talking about she's not here. She's not in here.
You looked through everything, like under the bed,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
bathrooms.
Yes, ma'am. And I have clothes and totes, but I've looked all in them, and she's not here.
A search is immediately launched by local law enforcement, with friends, neighbors, and volunteers joining in.
People were setting up and trying to get a uniform search party and getting maps out and marking areas that had been searched and think places where people need to go.
As night falls, with still no sign of Caliyah, her father makes an emotional plea for help.
But I want my kid back, man. That's my child, man. I want my kid, man.
The next morning, in this wooded area adjacent to the family's mobile home park, searchers make a heartbreaking discovery. Caliyah's body, wrapped in men's clothing inside a gym bag, is found buried under a log and brush.
This community was devastated. This community was wrapping its arms around that child. Once the body was found, a memorial was set up minutes later.
After learning that his daughter's body has been found, Christopher McNabb immediately flees. An arrest warrant is quickly issued, and McNabb, last seen getting out of the car along this Georgia highway, is now the subject of a manhunt.
County 911, was that just a severe emergency? That guy that his baby was found dead is in the Chevron on 36.
Just after 7 o'clock that night, 3 miles from the family home at this convenience store, McNabb surfaces. Surveillance video shows him buying a beer, then turning around and talking to the customers in line.
He was apparently acting hostile during that whole situation, so I can only imagine how scary that was for the people, because all they've seen is this man's accused of the absolute worst, and he's standing right here in the gas station with me.
A few hours later, Christopher McNabb is in a jail cell, a familiar place for the 27-year-old with a long criminal history dating back more than 10 years. This time, he's charged with first-degree murder. Then, 3 months after the murder, Caliyah's mother, Courtney Bell, is also in front of a judge answering for her alleged role in Caliyah's death.
Count 1, murder in the second degree. Count 2, cruelty to children in the second degree. And count 3, contributing to the deprivation of a minor felony.
While we may never know what baby Caliyah truly endured during her short life, we do know that Courtney Bell admitted to Newton County deputies that she and Christopher McNabb smoked meth the night before Caliyah's death. And something else involving police happened just days before she died that, looking back, could have saved her life.
Right now, you have the baby right now?
I have the 2-week-old baby sitting on my kitchen table.
This 911 call is from Courtney Bell's father, Tim Bell. It was recorded 4 days before Caliyah's death.
The way I feel about it, they abandoned them youngins yesterday.
Courtney's family wanting to remove the children from their home because they were unhappy with the care. So it's devastating for me to think that any child can come into the world and have to live through a situation like that at that young of an age. It's absolutely devastating, and to think that that's all she knew in her short life.
Now, more than a year and a half after their daughter's tragic death, mother and father are sitting side by side in court as the state of Georgia seeks justice for baby Caliyah.